Hey gamers, if you're looking for action roguelike games to play, then you've come to the right place. Today we're counting down the top 15 early access roguelikes that are too good to ignore. Games that already look like masterpieces but haven't hit full launch yet. Yeah, we'll talk what makes each game a must play, why it's worth your early access bucks, and which one you should jump into first. Alright then, without further ado, let's get started. Starting from number 15, we have Undermine 2. This early access build takes you from zero hero peasant straight into the heart of the Undermine, where your goal is to rescue 3 missing staff members and keep your boss, the 3rd disciplinarian Camilla, from being banished forever. The core loop is classic. Dive into the Undermine, pick up a pickaxe, kill monsters, collect blessings, arcana relics, and potions. Mix those items for your own build, fireball casting, skeleton summoning, ice shields, you name it. The game also adds 2-player co-op so you can grab a friend and share the loot and the kills. And yup, all in all, Undermine 2 lays down a strong foundation from its predecessor and already offers a solid action-adventure, roguelike experience with stunning pixel art and catchy tunes. Voin is basically a hack-and-slash roguelike with an extraction twist, where you're not just slashing your way through some undead apocalypse, you're literally the storm itself. Right now there are 2 big maps, Necrosever and Hadrakon. Each has its own boss, but the rest of each map is basically wandering for content that isn't there yet. The combat is where the game shines. Enemies swarm in dangerous frequent packs that force you to stay on your toes. One swing can decapitate an entire group, landing you a sky-falling, lightning-powered power fantasy moment that's pure cinematic. Weapons upgrade with essence, level up, drop items, combine primeval weapons, and feed weaker ones to reach firstborn status. 2 primary affixes. Primary affixes are fixed per weapon, secondary ones few, so the system feels like a demo now. Most drops start at gray quality, you'll need a fair bit of essence to bump them up. Yep, even though it's still in early access, this game is totally worth playing. If you're vibing with the Vampire Survivors grind, but want something fresh, yet another Zombie Survivors is where it's at. The game drops you in a zombie-infested world and gives you a squad of up to 3 survivors to blast through endless waves. Think Vampire Survivors meets Team Fortress on a cosmic kick. The core loop stays the same. Zombies swarm, you pick up XP drops, level up, unlock new skills. But the game throws in a party system that lets you recruit 2 extra characters mid-run, so you can mix a SWAT soldier with an engineer who zaps enemies, or pair a Pyro's flamethrower with a ghost that slashes up close. The combo options are dope, and keep each run feeling fresh. Each character has complementary abilities, and when you stack them correctly, you get that sweet boom moment, like dropping a helicopter strike on a horde, while the engineer's electric field keeps enemies in check. Before we go into the list, I want to tell you about my favorite place to buy games, and that's Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an awesome site for grabbing games at great prices. Not only they always have fantastic discounts, but also they running giveaways you won't want to miss. Seriously, these deals are hard to beat. Where else are you gonna find prices this good? Why pay full price when you can grab the same game for way less, right? Yeah, you can shop for games on all kinds of platforms, like PC, PS5, Xbox, and a Nintendo Switch. There are also numerous convenient products to enhance your gaming experience, such as subscriptions, gift cards, and many more. No worries, it's 100% legit, fast, and super easy to use, and their support team is available 24/7. So what are you waiting for? Go check out your favorite games by using the link in the description below and start saving your cash with Instant Gaming. And by using my link, you're not just getting awesome deals, but also supporting this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Hey bro, if you're into that sweet combo of Hades vibes and roguelike grind, Realm of Ink is a must-try, even in early access. Leap Studio drops a 2.5D top-down dungeon crawler where you play as Red, the badass swordswoman who literally writes her fate as she slashes through dungeon rooms. You'll discover ink powers that upgrade your light and heavy attacks. Light hits are quick and stackable, while heavy strikes pack a punch, just like the combo system in Hades. And yup, the ink system is the heart of Realm of Ink. Every run drops random inks that boost critical chance, damage, or elemental output. The better the quality, from common up to legendary, the stronger both the passives and actives get. Your ink buddy Momo morphs in sync with whatever inks you equip, so it's always matching your vibe. Death must die. It's already got the action roguelike groove you love, but with a twist. This game have 5 players get to bring their own style to battle Death's minions in his dark realm. And yup, the grind is solid. Each run feels like a bullet hell dance that rewards skillful dodging and smart upgrade choices, so you keep grinding for those sweet drops. The game is packed with solid, satisfying deaths. Every wipe feels earned and pushes you to get better. And the upgrades? They're random enough to keep things spicy. The game is packed with solid, satisfying deaths. Every wipe feels earned and pushes you to get better. And the upgrades? They're random enough to keep things spicy. Every time you hit an altar, a god shows up and drops 3 blessings. Think auto-firing spells, dash skills, or attack boosts. It's like building a unique superpower combo on the fly, and you know no 2 runs are ever the same. Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core, the newest co-op roguelite shooter that keeps the first-person extraction feel of the original Deep Rock series. The twist? You pick up temporary power-ups as you dig deeper into Hox's 4. Think gear caches, weapon mods, and suit upgrades that give each run a fresh spin. After every mission you dock back on your ship, the RV09 Ramrod, there's a whole arsenal of new weapons, suits, and mods to unlock. You can experiment with builds, stack up those upgrades, then hit the darkest caves to take down bloodthirsty core spawn like Core Spawn, Rafkin, and Shatterclaw. The game rewards experimenting. Deeper digs mean tougher enemies but also more loot. The new element also Exponite adds a fresh layer of intrigue. Players explore caves, terrains, and combat zones to investigate this mineral and solve the Greyout mystery. Void Breaker. It's a roguelike shooter from Stubby Games. Yeah, one dude behind it all that drops you straight into a non-stop war zone and keeps you guessing what's next. The gameplay feels like a bullet hell blast with a twist. Think hit scan firepower, slick jumping, sliding, and dodging. Modern shooter staples, but then add telekinesis to pick up office towers and crush enemies in one epic collapse. Every building that topples drops ammo and health bars in a bright spray of green and yellow, turning the environment itself into your loot chest. The combo potential is insane. You'll spend hours juggling grenade size, electric spreads, and power-up multipliers while staying alive through waves. Each run pulls you deeper with new upgrades that feel fresh every time. Fire ammo, mega grenades, electricity chains, even boosters that amplify other buffs. Yup, the game keeps you coming back with currency for permanent loadout tweaks and a sense of progression that feels earned. Next, we have R.I.P. as a highly addictive fusion of bullet heaven chaos and loot-driven ARPG depth. Yes, it's a bullet heaven roguelite that also throws in that Diablo-style loot grind for the ultimate bragging rights. Unlike other roguelites that toss in temporary perks mid-run, R.I.P. anchors everything in gear. Weapons, armor, tactical gadgets, and those wild affixes define how you play before the first enemy pops up. Beyond gear, the game layers in divine tech upgrades and legendary spirits that grant passive buffs. These stack with your equipment and active skills, scaling damage until bosses become damage sponges you can casually stand over. R.I.P. wants you to hit that sweet spot where you're dominating every wave. Even when you die, you're gaining contribution points that carry over to a talent tree, boosting stats and unlocking new abilities. The game is designed so frustration stays low and momentum high. Just keep grinding until your loadout breaks the game. Jump Space dropped into early access and instantly became a buzzworthy hit, 500,000 downloads and over 1 million wish lists in just days. As you can see, it's a first-person shooter with roguelike twists and ship management mechanics. Yeah, it's all about choosing your route across the galaxy, safe jumps to grab supplies, or daring dives into enemy sectors for bigger loot. You win a mission, get salvage, resources, and quirky artifacts that can turn your ship's melee damage into pizza-powered slashes or give teammates healing firepower. And managing the ship is where Jump Space really shines. A grid-based reactor system forces you to balance shields, engines, and weapons in real time. Combat splits into two thrilling styles, ship-to-ship battles that feel heavy and tense, and on-foot firefights where jetpacks, grappling hooks, and double jumps let you dance through zero-gravity corridors. Whether dodging enemy fighters or boarding a derelict station, the action is fast, chaotic, and unforgettable. If you're a fan of indie gems that blend shopkeeping charm with dungeon-crawling thrills, Moonlighter 2 is the game you've been waiting for. Building off the original's quirky vibes, the sequel drops us into fresh, Hades-style dungeons where loot, strategy, and a whole new backpack puzzle keep things spicy. The shop side gets its own roguelike twist too. Every sale unlocks permanent or temporary perks that let you tweak your storefront on the fly. With 3 biomes already in the mix, and more coming soon, there's always a new aesthetic to explore and a fresh set of mechanics to master. Want higher profits on certain quality levels? Adjust your prices accordingly. It's all about balancing customer satisfaction with profit margins, a fun economic challenge wrapped in an action-adventure package. The early access version already shows how much passion has gone into polishing gameplay, adding quality of life features, and expanding the world. The Spell Brigade is the perfect lil co-op jam that'll keep you and your crew blasting spells for 30 to 60 minutes to play in your home, or even in the hallway between classes. The game shines brightest when you squad up for 1 to 4 players. Friendly fire stays on, so spells are a double-edged sword. Your own teammates can get hit by your blast too. The upgrade system also another highlight. Spells aren't just unlocked, they're customizable with elemental modifiers, relics, and enchantments that let you craft combos on the fly. That chaos factor brings instant laughs and keeps the action unpredictable. Whether it's a quick 20-minute burst or a longer grind, everyone's in sync, blasting waves of enemies together. For a small indie studio, Bolt Blaster Games pulls off a slick art style that's bright and bold, perfect for quick sessions on the go or longer marathons. You know those shooters that are just fun, like Risk of Rain 2? Then there's the ones that blow your mind. Crab Champions is the latter, and it does that with style. You're sliding down slopes like an Olympic crustacean and firing a mix of shotguns, laser rifles, and grenade launchers that upgrade in ways that make your ammo feel like fireworks. The gameplay feels epic because it's more than just kill enemies. It's about building the right loadout, turning a simple crab into a storm engine. Every perk you pick chains bullets like lightning. Think Zeus on caffeine. The controls are tight and responsive. Every jump or dodge feels smooth, giving that kinetic freedom you'd expect from a bright, unshaded island. Every fail's just a chance to grind harder and build that dream loadout. The crab's sideways walk becomes a metaphor for progress. Keep moving, keep smashing, keep leveling. Morbid Metal. It's a fast-paced action roguelike hack and slash with ninja-style slashes and slick character swaps that keep every run feeling fresh. The game started as a solo project, but grew into a tight squad of developers who are all about delivering a high-octane combat experience with character swapping for maximum versatility. The game gives you a squad of up to 3 characters, each with their own playstyle. A katana-wielding speedster who dodges and counters, a heavy hitter that can stun enemies, and a ranged kinetic fighter Moonlighter that pulls foes in. Switching mid-combo is key. Mix those skills to dominate waves without letting the enemy hit back. Every hit looks stylish, and there's even a style counter mode to test how many damage points you can rack up while staying on your toes. The early access build is already a blast, and I'm stoked to see how Ubisoft and Screen Juice expand the content. If you're into fast action, rock-inspired aesthetics, and a game that rewards mastering rhythm and skill swaps, give this one a spin. Witchfire is dark fantasy FPS action with deep roguelike mechanics. It's challenging, but that challenge is what keeps the game addictive. So yeah, every run starts in a different witch's territory. You choose a map, grab 2 guns, plus a spell blade, and go on a loot hunt. The map shuffle each time you die, so the layout feels fresh, even if the same skeletons appear. There's an extraction portal at the end of every level. Clearing it lets you bring your haul home to the Hermitorium. If you drop dead, everything you've earned stays where you fell. A neat way to keep that dead once loot again tension. You can switch between 2 guns, a demonic blade, and spells that melt enemies into weak points. You'll feel the rush as you dash, slide, or jump to dodge the witch's minions. Skeletons, zombies, or bloated demons, while blasting them with fire, lightning, or frost for that sweet critical hit glow. Each weapon has its own visual flair, and every hit on a weak spot can trigger extra damage from your gear, making every run feel fresh, even if the map layout stays largely the same. And the number 1 we have Windblown is fast-paced co-op roguelike that beats snot out of weird rat pirates. The core of Windblown is how many ways you can smash enemies. Stab with sticks, chop with giant swords, set them on fire, coat them in goo, or even gobble them up. Range builds keep you safe from close-range fist bots, while melee perks let you finish combos with flashy alter attacks that give a short invincibility burst. Perfect for when you're facing a boss that doesn't give you a breath. Even on the lowest difficulty, enemies are brutal, but not unfair. Every attack can be dodged if you respect them. Boss arenas push the dance of dodging and parrying to its limits. They're relentless, rarely giving breathing room, but they reward perfect timing with huge rewards that feel like slicing a cake after a long grind. And yup, this game is made by Motion Twin, the creators of Dead Cells, so you know what to expect. Hopefully it's awesome. And that's it for today. Those were List's top 15 early access roguelikes are too good to ignore. Got a hidden gem I didn't mention? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video or discovered a new title to add to your collection, feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss future content. Once again, if you want to buy games with cheap price, the link in the description, okay? Alright then, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.